Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. It's another day in the garage and today we are going to do more installations, and what we're going to speak about today is the Chigee TR100 two-way charging device. Now the bike is ready. It's on the DYNAMOTO stand, which makes all this installation work really easy. So if you don't know much about the DYNAMOTO stand, I will put a link up somewhere here and you can have a look at the DYNAMOTO stand. This is a game changer stand. Now back to what we're going to talk about today, the TR100 device. Now Chigee has been working really hard promoting all their Apple CarPlay, Android Auto device, but this one here is something that I think is the underdog of their products. Now what this thing does, it actually works in two ways. One, it charges your accessories, so you can charge your laptop, your handphone, your drone, whatever it is that you carry on your rides and so on. And the beauty is it charges up to 100 volts. So it's got a USB-C and a USB-A in there. But that's all normal. You may ask, there's a lot of chargers in the market, but what makes this special from other chargers in the market is that you can also use it to recharge or to put power back in your battery. So if you're in the market looking for a trickle charger, or if you're looking for a CAN bus charger or not, I would say hold 5, take a look at this and then decide how you want to go further. So let's get into it. Alright, so the first things first, we're going to unbox the TR100. So again, very premium packaging from Chigee as you expect. They've got some instructions here, or some features here really. So 100 watt fast charging, battery charging, emergency charging, temperature control, dual interface and so on. And let's see what's in the box. So I have opened it up to actually suss out what is in there, but anyway, let's just do this again. And so a box in a box, and so in here you will get the actual unit. So take out the unit here, but before we go to there, it comes with an instruction manual which is fairly comprehensive instruction manual. I would recommend that you take some time to learn or to read what's in this manual, because there's a lot in here. But if you choose to, you can also watch my video repetitively to see what I've got to show you. We've got a mounting bracket in here, and we've also got some 3M tapes, some cable loops and so on. And then we go to the actual device, which is quite small to be honest, so put that aside. So here you've got the actual device, very small, very compact. It's got two slots at the top, on the front. So on the top you've got a USB-C which charges up to 25 volts, and then at the bottom you've got the on the top it's a USB-A, pardon me, which charges up to 24 volts, and then on the bottom you've got a USB-C there that charges up to 100 watts, and it's got a supercharge functionality. So essentially you could charge your smartphone device really quick. Now this is the intelligence sensor that does all the connections and conversions and so on. So this is the one that allows power out from the battery but also allows power into the battery. You've got a simple positive negative connection which you essentially just wire up to your battery, and that's about it really. So let's go on with the installation and see how easy this is done. Okay, so before we actually get on with the installation, I just wanted to talk to you a little bit on the actual device. Now mounting and connecting it to the battery is fairly simple. So I'm sort of in two minds at the moment whether I should mount this at the back or at the front. So I'll sort of work that out slowly. But before we get into that, I just want to talk to you a little bit about how this thing actually works. So the battery that is on the R1250 GS Adventure is AGM battery, right? So this device actually supports charging of various kinds of batteries on the motorcycle. So you got the it's got a common mode whereby it would charge the 12-volt acid batteries, and then it's got AGM battery mode, which is for what I've got on my motorcycle, and then you've also got the lithium ion battery mode. So basically it supports charging for AGM, lithium ion, and also a common mode. Pardon my little puppy there, she's getting a bit excited. Okay, so just to give you a bit of geek or technical information on how this thing works, right? So basically with the AGM battery, this is a 12 amp AGM battery, which in theory is about 100 and supports about 144 watt hours. So if you were to put charge into the battery and you had a power bank, so I've got a 20 milliampere power bank, and essentially in theory what that actually means is you could charge a flat battery on your motorcycle within 1.5 hours from 0 to full, and that'll keep you going. Now the idea behind this is essentially with the charging, it's got two charging modes. It's got a slow charging mode, and it's also got a fast charging mode. So the slow charging mode is a trickle charging mode, which would charge the battery and just maintain the battery voltage. And then you got a fast charging mode where you want to get out of trouble, you want to get the battery charged ASAP and get out of trouble. So as long as you got a power bank, you can get out of trouble. But besides that, if you have your bike at home and you're not using it in winter and so on, and you just want to keep the battery healthy, you can just plug a USB-A or USB-C socket into the actual device, and it'll slowly trickle charge into your battery, maintaining it. So that actually completely removes the need of getting a trickle charger or a CAN bus charger, for example. So that's why I said if you are out in the market for a CAN bus charger, I reckon you should seriously take a look at this. It works two ways, so you can charge your devices as well as you can charge your battery, and the best thing is it's portable. So if you got a power bank and you're out in the bush camping and so on, your battery is dead, this is going to get you out of trouble. So something that is highly recommended. Now I'm not going to go and test, I'm not going to drain my battery and charge it and so on for the purpose of this video, because there are a few people that have done it. I will link those videos in the description below if you want to have a look at it. The Chigee website is pretty clear as well on the information on how this thing works, so I would recommend that you also have a look at that as well. So I hope I have made it clear on how these things work, but once I've installed it, I will actually run through the modes and the function of the device. Thank you. So I've done the installation. Essentially, I've decided to mount the TR100 here just using the bracket that has been provided by Chigee, and I've routed the cables using the OEM cable lines, just routing it just underneath there, making it really neat and tidy, and most importantly checking for slack, making sure it doesn't catch, and it does not in this case. And then, as you have seen in the video, I've removed and run the cables underneath this panel. Now if you want to know exactly how to remove these panels and all, just refer to my video of installation of the INNOVV third eye system, which I'll put a link just up there, and that video talks about how you remove and route your cables through. But basically ran it through there, and it comes out at the bottom here, and this is the TR. It says that you want to put it to somewhere further from the engine, so this part here is going to be relatively cool. There's going to be some airflow from here, so I think it'll be fine. And I route the cables, sort of try to tidy it up as much as I can, and then route it underneath and connected it to the battery. So looks like now it's all good to go. And let me talk through how the system actually works. Okay, so I've turned my ignition on my bike. There doesn't seem to be any error whatsoever on the bike, which is a good thing. And then basically now what I need to do is just check on how this thing here works. Now I'm just going to go into the settings menu and then go down, and then my vehicle, and then go down. Okay, so you can see that the voltage on my batteries at the moment is 12.5. all right, so now I've got two options here. So I've already plugged in the USB-C cable, a charging cable, into here because I want to demonstrate the charging mode. So I plug that in there, and here I've got my microphone charger, microphone case for my wireless microphone, and I'm just going to plug this in there. And so try to plug it in there. There you go, that's in. Now, as you can see, this thing is now charging, and if you look at the light here, it's green and it's throbbing really slow. Now what that means is that it's actually charging under the slow charging mode, because obviously this device here does not support any sort of fast charging. So it's throbbing slowly, and it's gently draining the power from my bike battery. Now, to show you what the fast charging looks like, again I'm just going to plug that out, and then I've got my mobile phone here which supports fast charging, so I'm just going to plug this in like so. Bang, it's in, and you can see it's saying it's charging, and here now you can see it's throbbing really fast. Now that means that it's actually in fast charging mode, and with that it'll start to drain the battery a bit quicker than what you would expect from a slow charging mode. All right, so best to remember that when you are charging, you want to make sure that your motorcycle is actually turned on and not just left running like this. Now, a few things also to remember is that this device, because it's going to constantly drain power from your battery, it goes into a sleep mode once it detects no use for it. So after 30 seconds, if there's nothing is plugged into it, it goes into sleep mode. Now it will draw very little power, something like 180 milli or pico amps of power. I'll have to confirm that figures, but really little power. And based on what Chigee says, that will take about 3 years for it to drain a 12-volt battery. So you don't have to worry about it draining your battery if you use it correctly, as long as you don't leave anything in there and forget about it, then you should not have the problem of draining your battery. But nevertheless, you can also reverse charge into it, which is the next thing we're going to talk about. So let's do that. Okay, so now it's time for us to see how this thing works with charging. So again, turning the Power on. I like the beep of my INNOVV. If you are interested in this, check out my video up there. Alright, so no errors whatsoever here, which is excellent. Now the important part is we're going to have a look at the voltage of the battery, which is about 12.1 volts. Alright, so I've got this power bank here, which is a 50 watt power bank, and it's 20 milliamps, so which means that it should charge fairly quickly. And I've turned on my fog lamps and trying to drain the battery a little bit, so it's 12.1 volts at the moment. So before we remembering that when you want to charge into the battery, you can only do it via the USB-C. You see that's got a charge symbol there. You got to do it via the USB-C. It's best for you to use a high quality USB-C cable. If you want, you can get one from the Chigee website, but this one, the ones that has come with this particular power bank, is a high quality one anyway, because it supports fast charging, so that's all good. So first things first, you want to hit the button on the top. When you hit it for the first time, it's green. You don't want that because that's accessory charging. You want to turn it into reverse charging, so you hit it again, it goes to blue. Now you want to press and hold, and you can see it gone to purple. Purple is what we want, and you let go. So purple is for the battery that I have got on my motorcycle, which is the AGM battery. And then if you press and hold again, for example, like this, and that's yellow. Yellow is for lithium battery. We don't want lithium, we want AGM. So again, press and hold so that it goes to purple. There, and then you let go. So now it's in AGM battery mode, which is excellent. Try to turn my headlamps on, see if I can discharge my battery a little bit. So you can see now it's gone down to about 12 volts, and now I'm going to plug this thing in. Alright, plug this in, and bang. So now you can see it's strobing slowly. So strobing slowly, that means it's in maintenance mode. That's the default mode of charging. So that's a slow charging mode. And if I press and hold here, and now you can see it is strobing really fast, and that's in the fast charging mode. You can see the percentage on my power bank is 77%, and that's now giving power back to the device. Now one thing Chigee has said, that before you go into the reverse charging mode, make sure you plug out the cable, you switch it into the right mode, and then you plug in the cable and you start charging. So what I'll be interested to see now is how this thing increases the voltage. So you can see it's already increased the voltage. It's already 12.2, it's 12.3. It is really working absolutely fast there, guys. That's how cool it is. It's charging up. It's charging up really, really well, and you can see it's still strobing there. It's still strobing, and because this is a high voltage, high power power bank, I reckon if my motorcycle battery was dead, I would be able to charge it within like 5 minutes of charge. It will get me out of trouble. So this is how cool the device is. There you go, it's charging. Let's see if it goes higher than 12.3. That's how easy this device is, and that is in a nutshell how this thing works. Now you can also sometimes get an error. So an error means once it starts flashing red, that means it's an error, and that one you'll have to contact Chigee. That means something is wrong with the device, it's faulty, and it needs to be looked at. Now these caps here are waterproof, so make sure they are shut at all times. It's a really nifty looking device, just really very small, sitting just nicely on top there. I really like the way it looks, and I think it's going to be easier for me to charge my stuff as well when I'm running the bike and on long distances and all. So I'm really happy with how this looks. Now let's head for the final part, which is the summary of our installation today. So alright guys, I'm really happy with the outcome of this project, and I hope I sort of gave you a good impression on how this the TR100 from Chigee works. Now I've left my charger in there charging the battery on a fast mode. It's currently, I'm at 63% from 77, so you can see it's draining the battery from the power bank quite quickly into the battery of the motorcycle. Now the installation, I think ease of installation is really easy. Anyone I think should be able to do it. If you want to know how to route the cables, as I said earlier, you can watch my video where I install the INNOVV third eye, and that will basically explain to you how you route your cable and remove this top panel on the GS R1250. So it's really simple. Now I really like this device. Now I've got a CAN bus charger for the R1250 GS Adventure. I got an Optimate one, and I've been using it for a couple of years now. It's easy during winter when I don't ride so much. It just keeps the battery healthy. And Chigee, when Chigee sent me this device, I was really intrigued about what it is. I thought it was just another USB device, but it did look good. I like the form factor of it. But when I researched further, I said this thing has got more to offer, and I researched on it further, and I spoke to Jackson from Chigee Global and got a bit more insights on it. And man, I think this thing is a game changer for many of us that are riding. So I think this will be a really good welcome addition to your motorcycle adventures, and it will get you out of trouble. So definitely I would recommend this. Now I have been charging the device now for a little while, so I'm just going to move the camera and just show you what it's saying. So you can see, just going down, you can see it's charged to 12.7 volts, 12.8 volts, and that's just in about 5 minutes. So I think that's awesome. That's really good in terms of charging time. So definitely I would highly recommend this device and how it actually functions for that matter. So there you go. I think that was a decent demonstration on how this device works. I'm really happy with it, and if you are looking at getting one of these, you can use my affiliate links. I've got the affiliate links in the description section below, and I've got my code as well, and I'll put the code just down here on the video, and use my discount code, and that will give you a 10% discount on your purchase. You can purchase it directly from the Chigee website, and they will deliver it to your house really quickly. They're pretty good in their delivery, so definitely use my affiliate links. If you're looking at getting a DYNAMOTO stand, I would strongly recommend it. Again, I've got affiliate links for that as well, and also for the INNOVV third eye system. You can also check those out as well, and I've got affiliate links for them. Now I really thank you for supporting this channel, and if you've enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up. Do like, do share, do subscribe. Now also, before I forget, do also, if you get a chance, head on to my Buy Me a Coffee or Ko-fi page, and I've got blog posts that I regularly put up on there. You can also get some freebies like GPX files, and if you got the CARPURIDE system, I've got some bin files there which gives you a custom screen and so on, so you can download them for free. And I will be putting digital content on there, free downloadables as we go and as I create some. So would really appreciate your support, and as again, please like the video, do subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers guys, bye bye.